Good morning. We are here today to conduct the annual IEP meeting for student Madison Oakey. I'll begin by introducing everyone who will be here, which is Madison is not here, but I am Amy Thompson, the case manager for Madison. I would like to introduce Madison's parents, the coordinator of special education, the general education teacher for social studies, and also the speech language pathologist. I'd like to begin by going over the testing and present levels of academic achievement and functional performance for Madison. She is identified under the category intellectual disability and speech language impairment for her IEP. She's receiving special education services in math, language arts, and speech. She does receive those speech services in the speech room with the speech language pathologist. She receives math and language arts services in a self-contained special education classroom for math and language arts. She was administered several assessments, including the Woodcock-Johnson 4 tests of achievement. This assessment is a reading assessment to measure achievement that includes identifying letters and words, as well as the ability to comprehend connected text while reading. Her overall reading cluster score was a 68, which is in the very low range for her age. Her subscores were letter word identification, 71, which is low, passage comprehension, 69, very low. In mathematics, her score in applied problems was 42, very low, and calculation, 48, very low. There's also written language cluster, which measures written achievement. Her overall score was 69, which is in the very low range. Subscores were spelling, 65, very low, writing samples, 80, low average. She was also administered the Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children, 5th edition. Our overall performance is classified in the extremely low range, 66. Subscores were verbal comprehension index 78, very low, visual spatial index 64, extremely low range, fluid reasoning index 72, very low range, working memory index 74, very low range, processing speed index 80, low average range. She was administered the Vineland 3 adaptive behavior scales. A low adaptive level refers to standard scores 70 and below and indicates an adaptive deficit. Her adaptive behavior composite score was 76, which is considered low. Subscores were communication 62, low, daily living skills 65, low, and socialization 78, moderately low. Madison presented with maladaptive behaviors which may be interfering with adaptive functioning. Madison is reported to often procrastinate and fixate on topics and has a difficult time letting thoughts go. Present with speech that is oftentimes difficult to understand as she is not pronouncing her word/mumbles. Her NWEA MAP scores for 2021 were: reading, her fall score was 191, winter 190, mathematics, fall 172, winter 176, language usage, fall 187, winter 187. So our scores remained very much the same between fall and winter testing. Slight improvement in mathematics. Her grades for marking period 2 were math 85, social studies 95, science 98, speech drama 98, PE 98, and language arts 100. Concerning physical, which is gross motor, fine motor, vision, and hearing skills, Madison has no vision or hearing difficulties. She does have some gross motor deficits. For example, she has difficulty going up and down the stairs. Concerning oral language and communication, on average, Madison's able to participate in conversation with minimal cues to stay on topic. She demonstrates difficulties with change in speech, time, day, location, and will sometimes perseverate, e.g., continue to talk about something over and over when she does not like something or does not receive the response she wants or expects, such as requesting a fidget toy, asked to work first before getting it, requesting a snow cone at the school party when asked to wait until the end of the session, etc. She occasionally requires cues to speak louder, clearer, and to use complete sentences, for she sometimes speaks under her breath in short utterances, but is able to successfully communicate her thoughts and ideas with encouragement and motivation. There are a few occasions where Madison requires max cues, praising, rewarding other students who are participating, multiple redirections, reminders, etc. To respond to questions asked, and will sometimes respond, "I don't know," when she does not want to participate. She also often has difficulties transitioning, missing class to attend speech therapy. Concerning social and emotional behavior, Madison has some difficulty controlling her emotions when she does not get her way. She will perseverate on a topic or question when she is not given the answer she wants, and will sometimes cry. She does have a friend at school she socializes with. She is able to move from class to class on her own, even with some difficulty transitioning. She is doing well in her classes. She met her goals from her former IEP. She will have a social skills behavior goal introduced in this IEP. Madison's parents feel she's doing well at this time. Madison is a hard worker. She always tries to do her best. She sometimes comes to class and immediately starts asking for help without even trying, even when directions are written on the board. She needs to work toward becoming more independent when beginning her work, but in general, she is a good student. She is not considered in need of a transition plan due to her age. She does not exhibit behaviors that impede her learning or the learning of others. She does not have limited English proficiency. She does not need instruction in Braille as she's not visually impaired. She does not require assistive technology devices. She does have some communication needs, as already stated, according to the speech-language pathologist. She does require special education services in math and English language arts. Her test scores reflect weaknesses in these areas. She does need a calculator, clarifying directions, extended time on assignments, and audio version of test items, except when reading is being assessed. It's for assessments and classwork. As I said, she will be in self-contained special education for math and language arts. She will be participating with her non-disabled peers in social studies, science, elective, and physical education classes. She is in those self-contained classes because she's not at a skill level to be successful in collaborative general education classes at this time. This way, she's really able to receive the one-on-one services she requires. Annual goals are language arts. Given a writing topic, Madison Oakey will compose a multi-sentence paragraph on a topic using correct spelling and punctuation with 80% accuracy on 3 out of 4 opportunities. For math, given practical problems, Madison Oakey will solve word problems that involve the use of single and multi-step equations with 70% accuracy on 3 out of 4 opportunities. And she has a new social skills goal. Given classroom opportunities, Madison Oakey will raise her hand and wait for the teacher assistance while remaining seated with 90% accuracy. A communication goal for Madison will be given minimal cues, i.e. 1 or 2. Madison Oakey will use communication breakdown strategies, restating what was said, using precise articulation and increased volume, to increase her overall speech intelligibility when speaking to peers and adults with 90% or greater accuracy in 4 out of 5 opportunities. As I said, she will be needing a calculator, clarifying directions, extended time, reading instructions, reading of test items, and shortened assignments, multiple choice answers to 3. Those would be in assignments, and reading of test items and shortened assignments will be during assessments and tests. The family will be communicated of her progress using progress reports that will come out quarterly. This student is not considered eligible for extended school year services. She's in an SOL-driven curriculum program and does not require extended school year services in order to access the curriculum. So for language arts, she will receive instruction 3 hours per week. Mathematics will be 3 hours per week, those provided by her special education teacher. She will receive speech therapy, 15 minutes once per month, by the speech-language pathologist. At this time, I would ask if anyone has any questions. I would give each participant, speech-language pathologist, general education teacher, an opportunity to speak about Madison and relay any important information. Parents will receive a copy of the procedural safeguards, which discuss their rights under the free and appropriate public education, and under IDEA, which is the Individuals with Disability Education Act. Again, I have made sure to introduce everyone by name, and at this time, of course, parents have the opportunity to question anyone in the meeting. They always have the opportunity to question anything said in the meeting, the goals, question any data collected to determine that these goals are appropriate for Madison. I will review with the family the prior written notice, which details what the district plans to do to change the student's IEP and why. If there are any conflicts, we will work together to work through those and clarify them. I would ask the parents what they feel is best, how they feel we need to address these in her goals and services. Honestly, just ask their opinion. Ask what they think and how they feel about it. And definitely, what they think is best for their child. Going along with presenting data to justify why we have chosen to write her IEP in this way. The only potential conflict I might see is the parents questioning her new social skills goal, but I would have data available from teachers to indicate that this is something that is necessary to continue her learning and the learning of others. I would definitely be actively listening to the parents as we go over these things, and also, have the parents have an opportunity to question anyone such as the speech-language pathologist, because she comes up with her goals independently from the case manager. That's how I would conduct my IEP meeting, and at this point, we would be closing the meeting, and I would ask the parents, if they are for having an in-person meeting, if they would go ahead and sign the IEP. If we're having a virtual meeting, I would ask them if they could come up and give us a signature on that. Thank you.